Hey everyone, Sarah here with Naturally Inspirational. So today is salve making day here for us here at home, and since I don't have the kids, we are digging in and we're going to be making as much salve as I can with with everything I have. I'm going to run out of something, and at that point I'll be done. I don't know if we're going to do live for the entire batch season for the day, but we are going to be making a lot of salve, so I figure I'd get on as I'm getting ready for my first batch. Is already warming up in the crock, and we are going to open up these tins and jars and get ready to pour some homemade salves out. And I figured I'd jump on so all of you could also go ahead and join us. So we have a whole case here that we're doing. I'm going to need a box for the lids, that's pretty sure. So a lot of it's really redundant, so I get that nobody wants to stick around and watch me do the same thing over and over again. But I figured if anybody had questions or was interested in what I use, absolutely ask away. I'm here to be helpful for others that are interested in doing this themselves at home as well, as it's always fun making new things, trying out new things, and of course loving the reactions of what magical things we can make at home. As I tell my 3-year-old and 5-year-old, it's amazing about dandelions and the magic mommy can make. So dandelions are very powerful, full of lots of nutrients, great for aches, pains, bruises, sores, arthritis, totally edible. It is quite truly a blessing to have dandelions, and so many people hate them. And I'm not one of those people. I am home with dandelions. I freeze dry, I infuse, and then I turn it into my wonderful products. So we actually hand make all of our products here at home. So I go out and pick the herbs, I dry them, I take care of everything by hand. So I know exactly what all my customers are getting, because you never know what these big companies have and what they're planning to do, or are they actually being honest about what's in the products. So I don't like guessing, I don't like questioning, especially when you get those emails of, oh, you bought a defective product. Like, those are just emails none of us want to get, because then you're questioning everything you just purchased and wondering if the company is even valid to buy from again. So I like picking my dandelions. I like knowing where my dandelions are from. Making all my products has been a true blessing. So this is the long fun haul of watching me make salve today. Many people get bored watching, so please ask questions as you're on. If I don't see your comments, I will come back to it. But today is going to be a long, boring day for many people if you're wanting to watch. But for me, this is fun. I actually have 4 different batches of salves that we're going to make. So we're going to be making every salve that I sell on store with bees wax. So we're going to do dandelion, yarrow, dandelion yarrow calendula. And we are going to be filling these bad boys up. And you're probably like, why is she stacking those on the table? Because I need a box for all the lids. I don't want to go to the garage and grab another box when I'm going to have an empty box. So we're going to be making dandelion salve first. I have 131 tins of these to go, 78 2-ounce jars to go, and 100 4-ounce jars to go. And I'm hoping I have enough infused olive oil to make all of that, because I don't think I do. So we're just going to do each one at a time, and then I'll go back and repeat if I need to do more jars, because I am actually worried I'm going to run out of olive oil because I haven't infused enough of it. I'm still infusing olive oil as we speak. I did dandelion this morning. I got another batch in, and yes, I do 5 hours of infused olive oil because I like the potency of them. So it's not something like, oh, we're going to go home and make salve today. Let's just start the infuser and we'll be making it tonight. Well, the rate I go, I need a ton. So I already went through 1 jar of dandelion. I started on another one, and I only got 3 left. So we're going to see how far that goes. I have a batch being made now, and that will actually equal out because I have 6 Yarrow jugs infused, which are 3-liter bottles. So I got 6 of Yarrow, 6 of calendula. I started with 6 dandelion, including the one that's being infused right now that will be done in about 3.5 hours. So I don't even think I got enough infused, but I got more in the garage, so I'm still infusing as we're going. It's just, you can't do all the infusing on the day you make salve because it just don't work. So I'm going to be making noises as I'm doing this because I know that batch is going to be getting done here soon. And doing tins is usually the part that takes the longest because you have to sit there and pour each one by hand, then you have to wait for them to actually settle, harden, and then you can put your lids on. And it takes about a half hour to an hour, I would say, per batch that I would do tins because of waiting for them to harden. I always like to do tins first because I can work out the tins, fill what I have on the table, and then I can turn around and fill the jars and put the jars back in the box. So for me, that's the method I like to choose. And I like to just do it all at once. I got family that's always like, I'll come over and help, and there's not much to help. I mean, sit here, open jars, fill them, and then close them. And then it comes the fun part of labeling them, sealing them, because I put 2 or 3 stickers on every product, plus I seal them. And if it goes to Amazon, that's a whole nother bubble wrap, plus another sticker. You never have enough stickers. So I very, very much love the fact that I don't rely on my printer to print everything. I actually have a Rollo thermal printer now that I haven't even gotten to use yet. I got it out of the box because I've been using, if you've been on my Linktree, you know I use a thermal printer, and it's about a $60 value off of Amazon. Well, I finally had it. And even though I would still recommend it for people to buy and use for their first ever label making because it's cheap and it's affordable, well, after having it for 4 or 5 years, it was time for it to go. The app ended up resetting and erased all of my labels. All of them. There was no backup. There was no finding them, fixing them. So I had to go into Canva, create all of my labels over again. And I specifically went into Canva and did this so I would always have a backup copy because you can just upload it into the files to print. Well, even trying to print shipping labels, Bluetooth disconnected. Oh, needs lost printer, reconnect. Okay, I've wasted probably at this point $100 just on labels not being usable because it starts printing and then it goes, oh, lost signal. I'm like, yeah, we're not dealing with that. Is it reliable? Yes. Will it do the job? Yes. But I've been told that the Rollo printer is much more compatible for what I want to be doing, considering I use all my labels on Canva. And with that, it is not Bluetooth, it is internet. And you can also hardwire like a printer, so you can print from your laptop anytime as long as you have the file, load it up and print it. I have yet to use it, but I'm excited to use it because I am so tired of jams that this is going to be fun to experience. I am going to jinx myself on one of these because I'm like, okay, jar, lid, and then before you know it, I'm going to be doing the opposite. Done it so many times, it's not even funny. See, I almost did it there. Alrighty. This box is almost done. And there'll be 75 of these out on the table. And then from there, 75. Alexa, 75 plus 75 is?
75 plus 75 equals 150.
That's what I thought. It would have been over. So I do double check my numbers. I do math in my head, but I'd rather double check constantly because the last thing you need to do is accidentally put too many out on the table. So I have to put out 131 of these because I'm doing all the tins and being done with it. Okay, so there's that. 75. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8. 75, 6, 7, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. All right, 31. So now I just gotta get the caps off these and open them up. This about fills my table when I do this. So I'm doing 131 tins, which is a lot. Because one box is 75 and usually I do a box at a time. Amazon delivery! So much fun dealing with Amazon. Sadly, I do rely on Amazon more than I should. But I also live out in the boonies, to where to go to any big store, you at least have to drive 30 minutes to an hour. I mean, Midland and Mount Pleasant do have decent stores, but they don't have all the things you need to make stuff. And sadly, some of the things you buy is customized, so you can't purchase it locally. Or if you do purchase it locally, it's an arm and a leg. But you gotta watch China, because China stuff is not the greatest.
I cannot send the announcement. Do you want to try again?
No.
All right, I won't send the announcement.
Alexa, off. I have zero clue why it talks to me like that. Oh, I bet you it's trying to tell me that I got packages here. Jar, tins. It's like a sea of tins. It's a never-ending story. Okay, I am going to run my room in front of me. You can tell I've done this a few times. All of them are open. It's a job in itself. Okay, let's get this book out of the way. Put you over here. You're going to be fun in and of itself. Okay, that will open up more on my table. So, for pouring purposes, it is always best to have the tins next to the edge, because the thing I use does drip. But in my case, I've tended to get a little better stretching, so I am literally over halfway on my table. Whoop, almost dropped them. Okay, I got no extras inside of each other, because I've done that before. Okay, now that that part is done, I don't know if I'm going to have enough for these, but 78 40. Well, I got that box open and that box open, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Because jars I just leave in the boxes. So, over here, okay, we're going to stir this. Got my clean wooden stick here. We're going to stir this bad boy up. Whoa, let's not drip anything. You're still square? Okay. Alrighty, with the stir, we are 75% there. So we're getting closer. I don't add any essential oils until it gets all the way melted. Everything's together. So this is what it looks like. Almost done. So these spots are the beeswax, that's shea butter, and all of this is the olive oil mixed with everything. That's melted together. So I really like this pot. You can actually purchase this pot off of Amazon through my Linktree. It is one of my favorite pots, and I'll tell you why. So when you're doing salves and you're melting candles and such, when you have the pots that have the hole in the middle, but there's no funnel to have them go down, it's hard to go ahead and get the last few drops. And I hate fighting for the last few drops, which is why I very much love the spigot here, because it's literally on the bottom and it's right here on the end. So I can tip this whole thing forward and everything comes running down to the front into whatever I'm using. It is highly useful, beneficial. This stays warm so it doesn't get clogged, and I very much love this system. I wish they made a bigger system, but this works out very well. Welcome home. Yeah, I had Amazon. Can't help it. I gotta get ready for my show. I gotta make all my products. I am on live. We are about to make salve, dandelion. I love my cup of cups. I'm beginning to think our counter is not flat because of how much it's tilted in that pot. I don't think anything's actually flat in this house.
Yeah, floors are jacked. That's what I was saying the other day. You need to level it. That's why you get that dip there.
Yeah,
But once you do that, then you're gonna have cracks everywhere.
that's true too. Very true. Alrighty, well that is almost done. And then we'll be doing the next fun part.
They didn't have baskets.
Aww.
Oh, you're up there.
I am. That's doing a short reel so it doesn't hit audio. It's just collecting.
Hey, Fatty.
Did you ask them when they're going to have them back in, or do we need to go somewhere else?
I didn't ask. They were busy as shit.
Oh, it's Saturday. The Amish store as always. No jars?
Yeah, good yours.
Yay! Well, at least it wasn't a wasted trip then.
My flag is...
It's holding on for dear life. And hopefully it doesn't rip out of the wall. Because I've heard that whole wall. Whack! I'm like, oof! Oh, and Lane may have a bonfire tonight. Since his wife is not home.
Kind of windy.
Yeah, that's what his contemplation was on. But I did call and sing happy birthday.
Kind of windy.
Okay. This is almost done, and then we're going to add our essential oils, mix it up, and then I'm going to get my fun carrying handle spout thingy that I use to pour, and I'm literally going to fill it up here and walk over there, so you guys are going to get permanently put at the table here in a minute. I hate moving cameras around because it always makes people feel like they're dizzy or dissociation, I guess. So I try not to move the camera as much. But when I'm doing this and it's in multiple areas, it's hard. Especially it's like, do I put the phone up? Do I put the phone sideways? I've concluded if anybody wants to start doing something like this, you just don't question it. You just do it. And you'll figure it out along the way. Because there's no right or wrong when you're just trying to do things. Did you finally stop trying to eat the beeswax pellets on the floor? I'm not petting you right now. No. But you're adorable. Almost. Almost. Okay. So here we have lavender. This is what I buy on Amazon. This is made in California. I'll put my drops in. There's another jar that's somewhere around here and I'm going to need it or I'm not going to be able to continue. Because that doesn't got enough. And I knew that when I went over to make the dandelion soap, so I know there's another jar somewhere. Eee!
Where would somewhere be?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be asking. Okay, lightly close that so I don't have to kink on it again. I don't want to put
Where
off in this. My guess would be somewhere over there. Okay, there. That's the full amount because I did that many. Okay. Mix you up one more time. Make sure the oils are spread in. Do-do-do-do-do. Now the fun part's about to begin. Okay, you guys are going to be over here at the table where I will be working.
Cinch or
Hmm?
cinch or something.
No, I don't need the citronella. I'll look for it, don't worry. It will appear when you least expect it, like normal. Because that's my luck. Okay. Need to grab. So when you're using a double boil or chocolate melter, which is what this is, I only fill it to this line here, and this is all very hot. But you have these spigots on the side that you just pour straight in. I'm ready going for another. No, look for it, don't worry. I know it's here somewhere. It's not up there, I can assure you of that. If anything, looking in the garage is next. I will look for it. Don't worry about it. Okay, that's all the salve I got for now. Alrighty, so now these need to go ahead and harden before I can put caps on them. And typically I would automatically be restarting another batch. And I cannot start another batch until I find more of my lavender oil, which has surprisingly disappeared on me. So I'm actually going to be hopping off live here and going to look for that. I'm not sure if we're going to be popping back on live today, but this is literally my process of how I make my salves. I set everything out and I just go boom, 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 boom. It's very easy to make. It is something fun to do. Not entirely kid-friendly because you do have to deal with hot heat to go ahead and melt everything together, but it is so much enjoyable to be able to sit around the family, and if somebody has a bug bite or a boo-boo, it's so easy to rely on something that's natural and organic that they can put on their skin, and it has been a true blessing to have something as natural as this. So if anybody has any questions, please go ahead and leave a comment below, check the like, go ahead and follow, and we will see you next time.